Many fantasy gamers are going to be running to the waiver wire this week, trying to find that new player to help bolster their team, trying to find that stash play to get them through the back half of the season. Whatever it be, you need to know some of these top prospects. One player that's going to get a lot of buzz because he was productive in week 6 was Tyquan Thornton. Sunday, he caught 4 balls for 37 yards and 1 touchdown against the Browns while carrying the ball 3 times for 16 yards and also got a touchdown. One thing I always say is you want to chase workload and not fantasy points. He did score 21.3 PPR fantasy points and will be a wide receiver 1 once the dust settles from week 6. I'm talking about that Monday night game that we still got coming up. But he did have a 16.1% target share in his second game off 5 targets. Only 16 air yards though, but was in on 40 snaps, and that's a 57.1% snap share, which is a huge increase from week 5. Week 5, he wasn't on the field near as much, but 57.1 snap share is decent for your second game coming mid-season as a rookie. The one thing you want to pin down on his profile here is a 6'2" wide receiver and ran a 4.28 40-yard dash at the combine, 93rd percentile size-adjusted speed score, and he has second-round draft capital. Should you pick him up? That is the question. Should you get this guy off waivers? One thing we need is consistent workload, which we have no idea right now. 2 weeks in, things are a little bit ambiguous. We got ambiguous play at quarterback. We only have a 2-week sample size here. We're seeing an increase in snaps, increase in usage. We could see him by the end of the year, seeing a lot more snaps, seeing a lot more targets, or it could be off and on. We don't know at this point. So really, he's a mystery box. You look forward at the schedule here. Next game's against Chicago. Then you're on the road against the Jets. You're on bye. Then you got the Jets again. And then this back half of the schedule gets a little fancy on us. Some high-scoring games at the Vikings, the Bills, at the Cardinals, at the Raiders. We got the Bengals, Dolphins, at the Bills. So the back half of the schedule could allow for some easing, could allow for him to be a little bit more productive if he's still getting an increased amount of snaps. If he starts jumping up to like a 70% snap share, 80% snap share, and starts getting deep targets, I want to watch the air yards with him because I need him to get more than 16 air yards in a game. I need him to push for 100 air yards a game. That could happen. This guy ran a 4.28. They could stretch him downfield. You can tell they want to use him because they're using him, getting carries out of the backfield. They're manufacturing touches for him. We are looking at a 3-3 Patriots team who's last in the division, which doesn't mean much right now because the AFC is so ambiguous right now that things can change rapidly. But like most stashes, he's purely speculative. He has a lot of upside due to his athleticism, due to the ambiguous nature of the Patriots' passing offense. They need someone to really step up. We have Jacoby Myers there. He's been a great fantasy option, but they do need somebody to really help anoint the team. We need him to get more air yards on a consistent basis. I know it's been 2 games with 16 yards in the air is a major red flag to me. We also need more targets. 5 is good and all, but if we can get closer to like 8, 9, 10 a game, that is really going to help out his fantasy production. His athleticism makes him a splash play, though. In the right matchup, with the game script flipping on its head, this could allow him to have some boom weeks. The thing is, are you going to know which games to start him? If he starts getting more of a snap share, if he starts getting an increased target share, then of course you're going to want him on your team. But right now he's a mystery box. That is my take. He's a mystery box right now. We don't know. Just gauging the limited numbers we have, things look like it's increasing. Things look like it's looking good, but it could run bad really quick in a heartbeat, especially in season. So you just want to be speculative with him. Would I stash him? I'd be looking at him more in deeper leagues. 14-man, 16-man, 20-man leagues. Your basic leagues, you're probably going to have a hard time getting him. You're probably going to drop someone that's probably better to get him, which isn't really worth it. And there's other stashes out here that might still be on the waiver wire. I've got to look at the roster rates. I'm talking about guys like Jameson Williams, Al Pierce, and even the running backs. You may want to stash over him, but he's worth it as a pure speculation When I mean by speculation, as in a lottery ticket. A lottery ticket for the back end of your roster. And when you're talking about lottery tickets, once you see the numbers and they ain't good, you're good to throw them away. So that's what I'm looking at him as a lottery ticket. But I really wanted to go over the numbers with you guys so you can make your own sound decision of what you like about him. I think he has the potential to be a good splash play in the future if he gets the volume. I think he has a chance to be more than that, but I think the odds are saying that a good splash play, if he gets consistent air yards, gets consistent snap share, and has the right moments in the right opportunities. However, it could also run bad if he does not continue to see an increased snap share, increased amount of snaps per game. Let me know your thoughts and comments for Tyquan Thornton. Are you trying to pick him up? Or are you just watching him, keeping your ear on the ground? I imagine a lot of people are going to be talking about him as a trendy waiver wire pickup this week, considering where he finished this week in production. Again, we don't chase fantasy points. We chase workload. Workload leads to fantasy points. And right now, his workload is a mystery box. We only got 2-game sample. Looks like things are increasing, but we need more of a sample to really know. So you're either getting in early or you're watching. That's really all you're doing right now with Tyquan Thornton. But let me know what you think. But before you head out, make sure you smash that subscribe button. It's going to help you out for the rest of the fantasy season. I'm dropping rankings, waiver wire advice, trade advice, and anything I can think of. But I want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.